everybody, it's Amy. Got my music going today. Here. Oh, what a busy week. Busy, but good. It's a good week. Yeah, so music is good. I'm relaxed now because I finally saved all my slides. That was a little bit stressful. Hello. Yeah, so I have lots to talk about today. I have like 30 slides, so it's a lot. So 30 slides plus a lot of extra pictures and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a good one today, I think. Yeah. So today I have some coffee. I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee this late, but I don't care. So, because yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock at night and I'm drinking coffee. But in my defense, I do have a pretty high tolerance for caffeine. So I'm not too worried about not being able to sleep tonight or something like that. So I'm not worried about it. Maybe I should be. Maybe I'm reckless. But of course, I always have my handy dandy water bottle. My voice is a little strange today, so whatever. As long as you guys still love me, it's fine. I don't care. All right, shall we get into the topics? Let's do it. So first of all, let's see here. Well, we had one person come and then they left. We'll forget them then. So let's see. I have some extra stuff today. And let's see. Okay, so I finished my Japanese class. Yay! I finished my Japanese class. Hey, Kanchan. Hey, Kazumi. How are you guys? I finished my Japanese class. Yay! It's all done. I'm very happy. But I had kind of mixed emotions about this class because it really put into perspective teaching online and some of the problems with it, but also how I can, as a teacher, how I can adjust my classes to stay fresh and interesting. So I made another slide, but it's out of order, so it's going to take me a second to find it, I think. So let's see. Here we go. The roles were reversed. So what this means is normally my role is teacher. So I'm the teacher, my students are my students. I'm the one teaching language. But in this case, the roles were reversed. I became the student in a Japanese class. And, my teacher was the teacher. So it was very interesting and very eye-opening to feel how other people might have felt during this class. So the roles were reversed. So my role normally as a teacher was reversed and I became the student. So it was, I haven't been a student in a while. I haven't been a student since 2013 is when I graduated from university. So, it had been a while and it was the first time for me to be a student of language since I want to say maybe 2005, either 2004 or 2005. So it's been a very long time since I was the student in a language class. So now I've learned a lot about teaching language, and yeah, it was very interesting. So my biggest complaint about the class was that Okay, oh, so my grade, are you ready? Out of 100%, of course, my grade was 95. I got 95% out of 100. Yeah! But, I didn't learn very much. I did learn some, and any kind of learning at this point is good, but I wish I had been able to, I had kind of been given the opportunity to learn more. And what ended up happening was I'm living in Yokohama, Japan, and this class was given at one of my old junior colleges in California. So in Cupertino, which is next door to my hometown of San Jose. So, and I had attended this college before. So I knew that the curriculum is good, the teachers are good. And my expectation, I didn't actually know what to expect, but what I received was disappointing. So basically the class was about 6 weeks, and it cost about Niman. So it cost about Niman yen. So it's not so expensive for 6 weeks. It's not bad. So I decided, yeah, why not? Go for it. But yeah, so my biggest disappointment was I still don't know what my teacher's face looks like. I don't know my teacher's face. So to me as a student, I didn't have that motivation to talk to my teacher and interact with my teacher. There was pretty much no interaction. The only interaction there was we did a few assignments that were handwritten, and I would receive written feedback if I made a mistake. It's a little sad. So I couldn't connect with my classmates. I mean, we had a couple of assignments where we would give a presentation and post it and everybody else could see. And in the beginning, I was trying to kind of connect with people, but nobody really seemed interested in connecting. So I don't know what to do. So yeah, it was a little bit lonely in the class. And the other problem was the fact that what they did is to introduce for the lecture part of the class, it wasn't the teacher. Instead, it was like a computer generated, computer generated lecture. So it was robot Japanese. That does not help my intonation, my pronunciation. It does not help me. It helps me understand robots. So that was, a little disappointing. But, oh well. So it's finished. I got a 95, but it doesn't matter. I honestly don't care about the grade. I could have retaken the final exam. The final exam, I got 70 questions correct out of 80. So that knocked my final grade down, but I don't care. I don't need the class. So I feel like I'm really in the same situation as a lot of my students, where we don't need the language, but we want the language. So I really felt an additional kinship to my students and to future students, because I need to think about everybody's needs, what my students need, what my future students will need, and adjust accordingly. But yeah, it was really disappointing to see that there was, it was just a robot. It was a robot telling me how to listen and repeat. And I'm like, oh God, don't have me listen and repeat. That's like, it's not learning. It's not even practicing. It's just doing. I didn't really, yeah. I learned a couple of things. So like te form is crazy. It's so difficult. And it remains difficult for me, but I've learned a little bit. So now I'm trying to come up with a new way to study. So I don't necessarily want to study for an exam, because when you study for an exam, and this goes for all of my students too who want to study TOEIC, or anybody who wants to study TOEIC, when you're studying for TOEIC, your goal is the exam. Your goal is not English communication. There's a difference. So you can link them together, but it's not the same thing. It's just not. It's just not. But, hey, Mayumi's here. Hey, Mayumi. Yeah, so you can study for the exam and learn techniques for passing the exam. You also need, and we got somebody else joining. You also need something to, how can I say, you need English experience along with the test techniques, and that will give you a great TOEIC score. But without the experience in English, it doesn't matter how many techniques you have, your score is going to be low. So the people who have like the 990 in TOEIC, those are the people who have a lot of experience with English. And when I'm talking experience, it doesn't have to be living abroad. You don't have to do that. What I do recommend is consume as much of your target language as you can possible. Like watch English news, read English newspapers, watch, and it doesn't have to be boring stuff. If you're like, I hate the news, I don't want to read a newspaper, fine, listen to music. Read Japanese manga that's in English. It's totally legitimate. It's a completely fine way to study, because then you're experiencing the language. You're not studying. I mean, my Japanese final exam, of course it was open book, so I could look up everything. And that's what I was doing, because I wasn't sure. The exam was good itself, but okay. Because of the lack of interaction in the class, I wasn't motivated to study and to practice by myself. Therefore, my exams, I looked up the answers. So that was, is it really studying? The grade that I got, it doesn't matter. I wanted to learn more than I did, but I'm happy that I did learn some. But yeah, it was really an eye-opener. So yeah, anyways, enough of that. But I'm glad I passed, yay! So, and I'm glad I learned a bit. Okay, next. I'm so excited! Oh my god, you guys. First round of vaccines are scheduled! Yay! I'm dying. So yeah, I'm super, super excited. Oh my god. Okay, so on Twitter, there was a person that had posted about getting vaccines up in Ikebukuro. But they had confirmed that, they went there, they got their shot. Once you're up there getting your first shot, they will schedule your second shot, so that's fine. Oh my god, I'm so excited. July 11th. So yeah, I'm super excited. My birthday is on July 6th, So it's kind of like I'm getting a vaccination for my birthday. Yeah, so super excited. Both my husband and I, it's a Sunday, so we don't have to worry about if it's after his work or anything like that. It is a little far, and it's on a Sunday, and it's in Tokyo, but it's fine. I'm super excited to get vaccinated. But, oh my God, like, I know I'm a foreigner in Japan, but sometimes other foreigners in Japan really annoy me. And I'll tell you why. Yeah, Kazuki says it's a good birthday present. Yeah, it really is. So thanks to my husband for being on Twitter. So then he gave me the information. I was like, da, 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 da. Let's see. So what happened was, so this is foreigner in Japan Twitter and spreading information. Here's this place that's offering, I'm getting Pfizer. So I'm getting the Pfizer vaccine. Let's see. What was I going to say? So the clinic ended up fulfilling all of they're full. There's no more space. Apparently there's some foreigners who are calling up the clinic and screaming at them. And because they were too late. So, I really feel sad for Japanese people and annoyed at my fellow foreigners because we are guests in this country. And I absolutely love Japan, and I absolutely love the Japanese people. And you wouldn't go to someone's house and say, I want chocolate milk. Well, we don't have any chocolate milk. Well, why not? Why don't you have chocolate milk? You're a guest in their house. Stop it. You accept what they have. And if they don't have it, too bad. So, yeah, it makes me really sad. And I feel so bad for the staff that is so graciously accepting us and to have people yell at them. So I'm thinking about taking a little something for otsukare. And sorry for putting up with foreigners that are stupid. So annoying. So as a foreigner, I represent all foreigners in Japan. And all foreigners in Japan, each individual also represents all foreigners in Japan. So when I see a foreigner behaving badly, it's very frustrating because they represent my group. So I'm like, no, I'm not like you. Please behave. Yeah, anyways, because I'm a good girl. Anyways, I'm super excited about getting my vaccine. Super excited. All right, next. Oh, we lost someone. Someone got too tired of me. All right, next, let's talk about, oh my God. Okay, so I'm drinking this coffee, right? It's really delicious. But, so Japanese milk is not milk? Okay, what? So I'm very confused. And I need help, okay? So I'll reverse this. I'm going to flip it, okay? Because I know that we have issues. So I have this stuff, and it says reduced fat milk. But it's not milk. It's whatever this is. Whatever this is. What? It's not milk. It's like processed milk. I'm like, what the heck is happening? Like, what? I don't understand. So I actually, because I'm like, I need help. I don't know what this is. So one of my big thing is, this one's an empty one. My big thing is that My husband has lactose intolerance, meaning if he drinks milk, his stomach hurts and he has like problems, right? So I'm wondering if this milk, because it's not actually milk, so weird, has lactose in it or not. So I have a student who likes to kind of research topics that he doesn't know about. So I said, okay, you have to research this for me. So it'll give him it's a good research topic, and then I can find out something, hopefully. Yeah. Like, I guess it makes sense because Japan is a small country, and I'm just used to walls of milk, and we buy milk by the gallon. So a gallon is about four of these. Yeah, 4 of these. So this is 900 milliliters. So yeah, it's about 4 of these. And we just buy these and we'll go through it like in a week. If you have kids, you go through it much more quickly. But yeah, we go through like 4 of these in a week. It's probably Japanese people are like, that much milk, it's crazy. Yeah, we love dairy. Dairy is, I love dairy. Yeah, there's like not even cottage cheese in Japan. I've seen like one place, cottage cheese. But yeah, we have cheese and cream cheese and sour cream and butter and milk and cream and whipped cream and buttermilk and what else do we have? Chocolate milk. We have milk that's pre-mixed with chocolate. It's really delicious. I love chocolate milk. So the closest thing I can get in Japan is like coffee milk. Milk with like coffee flavoring. It's not the same. It's not the same. I could just drink so much chocolate milk. Make myself sick. But yeah, lots of different types of cheese. So yeah, cheese and dairy. Dairy is probably my favorite food group, which probably doesn't make sense to Japanese, does it? Food group. Do you know food groups? Kazumi, I'll talk to you later, okay, about food groups. All right, next, let's move on. Yes, okay. My in-laws. Okay, so as I think I told you guys last week, my in-laws have a summer home in Alaska. So I'm super jealous. I want to go there and check it out. It has like this amazing view of a glacier, and they have all kinds of wildlife. Wildlife is like wild animals that are just around their house. Just like it's normal, like it's a normal thing. So, all right. So I have a couple of, I got him off of Facebook. I got a couple of his pictures. Let's see. This was his eagle. So he has a bald eagle near his, like just outside his house. So that's his picture. He just take a picture of a bald eagle. No problem. So crazy. Very, very cool. Next. Let's see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but you see over there? Can you see the owl? So there's just like this big owl in a tree, right? And he's just like, okay, I'll take a picture of this owl. So crazy. And then what else do we have? He's got so many pictures. I love it. Then let's see. Then, do you know what these are? Take a quick look. See if you can guess what they are. I'll take a drink of coffee real quick. Fake milk or not, that's delicious. So these are moose. And moose is one of those very few animals. It's one moose and two moose. Same thing, moose, moose. Same thing. Yeah, so you see this is a female moose because a male moose has those big antlers that stick out. But yeah, so this is a female moose. I don't know what a female moose is called. Let's see. But yeah, so this is the mommy moose and the baby moose. So yeah, so cute. But moose are super tall. They're like 7 or 8 feet tall, and I don't know how big that is in centimeters. I'm sorry. But yes, so 6 feet is about 180 centimeters. So divide by 6 and then add another 2. I don't know. I don't do math. Anyways, next. So let's see. These are baby owls. Aren't they so cute and fluffy? Oh my God, so cute. Yeah, just amazing. And this is just, I can't believe, like, this is, all of these pictures were taken probably within like 2 weeks. I mean, he's only been up there, maybe a month now. And just all of these gorgeous wildlife pictures. I'm like, I want to go. I want to see everything. Okay, I got one last one. I think this was today that he took this picture. It was really impressive. He caught a picture of an owl flying. Isn't that a great picture? Yeah, Mayumi says it's cute. Yeah, I think so too. Super cute. But yeah, this owl is so cool, and just like the wings are flying up. It's fantastic. I love it. But yeah, so that's it for that. Really, really cool though. I'm really enjoying watching his adventures. So okay, so let's talk about some things that we use for cooking. Okay, so once my husband and I, we have a. Okay, let me, it's a little story time. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I want to stop sharing. Okay, so we've kind of hit, my apartment is very cluttered. I need some serious danshari. Yeah. And yeah, so my husband has, in a couple of months, he has his summer vacation, and we're thinking about doing some serious danshari during his summer vacation. Just clearing a bunch of stuff out and getting a couple of pieces of furniture to make our space not just more livable, but more efficient, because right now it's not. We're still kind of, sometimes we're using cardboard boxes as furniture. It's not the way we want to live. So we're going to change it. Hopefully we both have motivation to do so this summer. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Yeah, so something that we want to buy after we do our danshari is we want to buy an air fryer. So what is an air fryer? It's kind of like it kind of has the effect of deep frying, but using just a very small amount of oil. So not using a ton of oil like deep frying, and then you have leftover big bunches of oil. So it's just it's a little bit different. So I have a picture here of an air fryer. Now, that's really big. Sorry, it shouldn't have been that big. Anyways, yeah, you can't really see what it is anyways. Anyways, you see French fries in there, so that's kind of one of the big selling points is you can eat French fries, but, and they taste nice and crisp and delicious, but without using so much oil. So it's kind of like healthy fries, which, we love potatoes, so that would be amazing. So we want to get one of those, and I would love to get a slow cooker. So the way a slow cooker works, I have had one of these before. I've never had an air fryer, but we're very curious about them. So Mayumi says, how do you say danshari in English? Declutter. So clutter is C-L-U, hang on. Clutter is C-L-U-T-T-E-R. So clutter, so declutter, so D-E, clutter. So the clutter goes down, D. So decrease, descend, D. So clutter goes down. But yeah, danshari is just easier for my Japanese audience. Yeah, so I have too much stuff. We have too much stuff. But most of it's mine. As much as I hate to admit it. But yeah, it's gotta go. Anyways, back to the slow cooker. So slow cooker is fantastic. Again, I have a picture of one. And as you can probably guess, it cooks very slowly. So a slow cooker, this is actually the #1 most famous brand in the US. It's called a crock pot. These are so famous and well known that for example, we don't say tissues in English, not in the US. We say Kleenex. So as you know, Kleenex is a brand of tissues. But because Americans like the Kleenex brand, we just say, can you hand me a Kleenex instead of can you hand me a tissue? I don't know why. Maybe marketing. But this is the same thing. So I'm gonna make a roast in the crock pot. So crock pot, slow cooker. Actually, you know what? Crock pot, 2 syllables, slow cooker, 3. That's probably why. But Kleenex, tissue, it's the same. So I don't know why. But yeah, so, Kazumi has a similar one. Oh, please make me something. Yeah, so as you can see, the direction, or the functions are very simple. Very simple. You have off, hot, low, high, low, high, and warm. So what you do, you can get a slightly fancier one. They're not expensive. What you do is you put really tough meat. So meat that is difficult to cook, and you put like the whole thing of meat in the crock pot. Then you very roughly chop some potatoes, onions, carrots. That's the basic, it's for curry too, right? So, and you chop up those vegetables in very big chunks. You throw them in, and you put whatever seasonings and water, and then you put the lid on. You put it on low or high, depending on what you're cooking, and you walk away for hours. You can, especially if you have one that has a little bit of programming in it, you can very easily put all the ingredients into the crock pot, put the lid on it, set the timer, go to work. You come home, you open the door, it smells so delicious. It's fantastic. It's the easiest way to cook possible. So it's very, very nice. It's very nice. And meat is expensive here, but I don't know. I feel like we can probably make something work. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's one of the things that we want to buy too. Let's see. So I was talking with, so going back to talking about the COVID vaccine. So side effects, I feel like I've talked about this before, maybe not on the live broadcasts. So, so side effects. when you're talking about medications, sometimes they usually have some sort of side effects. So a side effect is not the main purpose of the medicine, right? So for example, if, I'm not sure, maybe if you take a pill for a headache, maybe your mouth becomes a little dry. It's a side effect, right? So does your headache go away? Yes. You also get a little bit of a dry mouth. It's something like that. Usually very mild. Remember mild? So we have mild, moderate, severe, right? So thinking about this. So side effects. So side effects of COVID-19 vaccines are usually mild. So they're not usually severe, they're usually mild. Okay? Next. Stubborn. What does it mean to be stubborn? I'll give you a second. To be stubborn is to not be flexible. So to be inflexible and to just resist, be very resisting and not accepting change. So I have here a sample sentence. The toddler. What's a toddler? Do you know? Hey, Yuta's here. Hi, Yuta. So a toddler is usually a child between when they first start walking. So when they first start walking, they're like toddle. They're not walking, they're toddling. So a toddler, right? So it's that time between crawling and walking, toddle. So they can move around a little bit, but not perfectly. So the toddler was very stubborn, screaming every time her mother tried to put her down. I've seen this before, and my heart always goes out to those poor mothers. Like, oh, I couldn't do it. Because yes, toddlers want what they want, and that's it. They don't want to hear anything else. All right, let's see. So it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. This means yatemio. So it really just does. So yatemio, it's worth a shot. So let's try it, right? So let's try it. It's worth a shot. Why not? These are many different ways to say yatemio. Okay. All right. Next one. Oh, come on. All right. What is the difference? Kazumi, do you remember? So we have jam, jelly, and preserves. All three of these have fruit juice in them, but the difference is a matter of texture. Okay, and I found a really nice little picture to illustrate this point. So see, to the first one there is jelly. Jelly is only made from fruit juice. There are no chunks of fruit, no fruit pieces in jelly. Jelly we use, it's not like Japanese jelly, like, you have jelly. No, jelly you put on bread. It's spread on bread and you eat it. Like you have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? So jelly goes on sandwiches. Jelly goes on toast, okay? Jam has a little bit more. So it's got fruit juice and a little bit of kind of chunky fruit. So that chunky fruit makes it jam. Now preserves, as you can see down here, it's very chunky. So it's got big pieces of fruit. And it's just made with a lot more fruit than jam or jelly. Okay, so that's those three. All right. Next. Let's talk about trail mix. So trail mix. So can you hear what I'm saying here? Trail mix. When I say the TR, what am I saying? I'm saying like CHR, chur, chur. So TR is not tur. Tur is very strange to me. So I would say chur, trail. Okay, give it a try. Okay, it's worth a shot. Okay, let's see. So trail mix. What do you think? So this is food. It's food, and it is something. It's kind of a snack that you eat on a trail. Usually, a trail is when you're someplace you're going hiking. So, what kind of snack might you need if you are going hiking? So you need something that is kind of hearty, and remember hearty from last week? And here we have a few examples of different trail mixes. Trail mixes will almost always have nuts of some sort. Nuts, raisins are great in trail mix. Sometimes you have not chocolate candies, but like chocolate candies with chocolate candies. How can I say this? Because what I want to say is chocolate candies with a candy shell, but that sounds weird. That sounds redundant. Okay, chocolate with a candy shell. There you go. So like M&Ms or, what are the ones in Japan? Marble. Oh my God, I love marble. So yeah, so if you have a few of those, because the fat from the chocolate will keep you full. The fat from the nuts will keep you full. The fat from not fat from raisins. The fiber from raisins will keep you full. So they've got this one with popcorn. I don't know about popcorn. But when I think about trail mix, I think of this one. You got peanuts, you got another, like maybe cashews, you got two kinds of nuts, raisins, M&Ms. It's perfect. You don't need a lot. You just need a little bit to keep your stomach full while you're on the trail. So that's trail mix. And of course it's mixed because it's not just one food. Okay, let's talk a little bit about A words. So connected, words that are connected. So not like a cat, right? Not like that. So things like astray, afloat, aloft, aloof, adrift, and many, many more. Okay? So when we use this this means it's the current condition, the way that it is. So it's afloat, it's floating. Okay, so the buoy was afloat in the ocean. Afloat. The buoy was afloat in the ocean. So yeah, so that kind of thing. Yeah, those are they're not super common, but I just want you to be aware of those. Let's see here. Okay, then let's take a look at the opposites. So a very little and a lot of. Okay, very little and a lot of. Okay, so if I had time, I was going to do like a visual with glasses, but sorry, too lazy. Nah, not lazy, just, I don't know, didn't really have a lot of time. Let's see here. So we have, there is very little water in this glass. So maybe if I have this glass and it's just got this much, it's very little water. So there is very little water in this glass. Actually, right now you can see there's very little coffee in this glass. Very, very little. All right, and then if we have look at the opposite way, so we can say there is a lot of water in this glass. So I would say a lot of water is like this much. There's a lot of, it's not completely full, but there's a lot. there's a lot of water in this glass. Okay? So yeah, a lot of little. Or very little. All right. Okay. Next was a TOEIC word. How are you guys enjoying the TOEIC series? I'm thinking I have so much work to do on those things. Trying to move them over to YouTube. It's difficult. Someone do it for me. Yeah, that doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But yeah, so thinking about doing a little expansion on that, but that's a topic for another time. Canal! What is a canal? Any ideas? Well, there was a very famous canal that was in the news not too long ago. Which canal? The Suez Canal. Ah, poor Ever Given. Oh my God. The Suez Canal was blocked for 6 days in March of this year. Okay. This is a point I want to make. When you are trying to expand your vocabulary, it's extremely important to make a sentence that is yours. For you to make a sentence where you use the word that you're trying to remember. Okay, so for example, canal. Because the Suez Canal is a name, that's why the C is capitalized. But I can say there's an irrigation canal near my apartment. That would be a small c, not a big C. Because the Suez Canal is a name, it's got the big C. But you can use it either way, okay? But I really want to emphasize the point that it is extremely important not to don't go too easy when you're making a sentence for yourself so you can practice this word and learn this word. So for example, if I just say, there is an irrigation canal by my apartment, it doesn't tell me what a canal is. It just says there is one. You see what I'm saying? So if you really want to connect it to your life, which I highly recommend, because it's easier to remember it. For example, the Suez Canal, that was this 6 days and it was a big problem and it was very expensive. This is the way that you can remember. I'm using a very specific, it's a very specific example. It reminds me about, that was a big event in the news. So I can remember it easier, okay? Because you have a lot of information. Okay, next one. So yeah, I really recommend that if you're looking to improve your vocabulary. Not just for TOEIC, for anything. All right. This is a huge one, okay? Please pay attention. All right, how to answer how plus adjective questions. This is very difficult, okay? Sorry, I am a robot. This is very difficult. So yeah, this is super tricky for a lot of people, okay? So I'm hoping that I can give a little bit of explanation on how to answer these kind of questions, okay? So how to adjective, I'm going to give 3 examples, okay? I'm going to give, so how hungry. Hungry is the adjective. I am hungry, right? I'm hungry. How hungry are you? How interesting, no, that's not the way I say it. How interesting are capybaras? How interesting. It's an adjective. How well. This is a tricky one because we don't say how good. It's just like in Japanese how we have, like I or yoku. It's the same kind of thing. So good and well, these are tricky as well, okay? So be careful there. All right, let's move on. First, how hungry are you? Can you tell me? Anyone? How hungry are you? Got the music going. Nobody's gonna volunteer an answer. All right, fine. I'll give you some examples, okay? So the top is going to be a higher degree and the bottom is going to be a lower degree, okay? All right. First one, I'm starving, right? So remember, the question is, how hungry are you? I'm starving, right? Or, so I didn't want to use hungry. I don't want to say hungry, 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 hungry. It's so boring, and it's not real English. But I'm starving is totally real English, okay? So if I say, I'm very hungry, okay, fine, but it's so easy and you can do better. So I want you to do better and challenge yourself, okay? Because you can do it. So instead of I'm very hungry, so I'm starving, right? So we have I'm starving. Yeah, good, nice. Kazumi said, I'm not hungry. Wait. That doesn't answer the question. What we have. So I'm pretty hungry. I could eat. So it's like, I'm not starving, but yeah, if there's food, yeah, I could eat. It's no problem. Or I'm not hungry at all. This is the key. You have to put a degree. A degree. How much? Extremely. Very. Normal. Or no, not normal, because you can't say, how hungry are you? I'm hungry. No, it doesn't work that way. Because that question is different. The question is different for that answer. It's a good answer for a different question. So that's the problem. So, so if we just say, I'm not hungry, how much are you not hungry? If you just went to a biking and you just had biking and then you went to Starbucks and you had a big milky coffee, oh, my stomach is so full. And then someone says, hey, let's go to ramen. And you're like, if I eat anything else, I'm going to throw up. Blech, right? Everything will come out or my stomach will explode. So we can say, I am completely not hungry. You see? See the difference between I'm not hungry, I'm 100% not hungry. So I'm not hungry at all, in the least. There's so many different ways to express this, okay? So let's try it with another one. Let's talk about capybaras. I love capybaras. They're my favorite animal. Okay. How interesting are capybaras? How interesting are capybaras? So Kazumi, you tried before. I want you to try again, okay? Be brave. You can do it. Let's give you a couple more. Here we go. They're the most interesting animals in the world. That's kind of my opinion. They're kind of interesting. I don't care about them, right? So how interesting are capybaras? That's the question, okay? So how interesting? We can't say they are interesting. You have to quantify interesting. They are blank interesting. So nani nani. They are nani nani interesting. They are very. They are not a lot. They are a lot interesting. No. So they are okay, so I received another answer. I'm very interesting. This is a good guess, but remember back to last 2 weeks, where we had Nick and John were at the presentation, right? So where was that? Nick and John. I'm looking at my show notes. Okay, Nick and John are at a presentation. Nick is bored. John is boring. Which one is giving the presentation? So remember, we can't say I am interesting because John is giving the presentation. He is boring. He is giving a boring presentation. So Nick is bored. So I'm very interested in capybaras. Okay? But again, that does not answer the question. The subject does not become I. Okay, let's take a look back. Let's take a look back at the question. How interesting are capybaras? This means capybaras is the subject. Capybaras is the subject, not you. Not me. Not the zookeeper. Capybaras are the subject. Okay? So they are interesting. Okay, but how interesting? This is a really key point. Okay, this is a very, very key point. They are nani interesting. They are nani interesting. Okay, so they are very interesting. Or we can say they are not interesting at all. I have zero interest in capybaras. No, my cappies. Okay, so let's go back to the answers here. So their capybaras are the most interesting animals in the world. Talking about capybaras. They are kind of interesting, kind of nani. So I don't care about them is the same as saying they are not interesting at all. At all. Okay? So yeah, okay, let's try one more. And I really want you guys to be participating in this because it's super important. Okay. How well can you cook? How well can you cook? So remember, the answer is not going to be I can cook or I can't cook. Nope. That's not the answer. Let's give it a try. How well can you cook? So now the subject is you, because it's your cooking. Your cooking skill is the subject. Okay, let's take a look at some answers. Okay, I've earned Michelin stars. That's a really good cook. Or I'm pretty good at it. It is cooking, right? I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at cooking. Okay, you can say either way. It's okay, whatever you're comfortable with. Or if you're very, very bad at cooking, don't let me near a stove. I'll set the house on fire. Super bad cook, right? So yeah, if it's like 0%, like, no, I have negative skill points. Yeah, so don't let me near a stove. I'll set the house on fire. Well, please don't cook then. Or I've earned Michelin stars. That's the top cook, right? So they can cook very, very well, right? So I've earned Michelin stars. Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty good at it, right? My family likes my cooking. So that's an extra added, right? So I'm pretty good at it. So don't let me near a stove, I'll set the house on fire because my cooking is so bad. Okay? Challenging, isn't it? It's very difficult. But if we keep practicing, we can do it. Okay? Let's move on. All right, I have a question. What does this gesture mean? What does this gesture mean? I know what it means in Japanese now. Wait, I think. It means... Wait, where is it? Atta. Engacho. Engacho. Oh, engacho. How do we say engacho in English? How do we say it in English? We have the same thing. But instead of doing this, we do this, like Dracula, right? Oh, stay back. I'm protecting myself from you. You dirty, dirty person. In Japan, you have cooties. Cooties is like germs, but it's for children. So, you have cooties. Ew, run away. Yeah. So cooties. Cooties. So silly. And then let's see. Then we have in the US, this is protection from a lie when you're a child. So if you if you tell your mom a lie and you know you're lying to her, you do this behind your back to protect you from the lie. So you're telling a lie, but oh no, because I'm telling the truth, but here's my lie, here's my protection. So it's protection from trouble when you tell a lie. Okay. And then let's see here. So I got a few people. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Or, of course, as you know, this is also wishing for good luck. This is for children and adults. So, sometimes we'll do both. Oh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, right? I'm praying for your good luck. Okay? Yes. So, yeah, many different meanings for that. All right. We're getting close to the end. Let's see. Sometimes I like to ask my students what they're going to eat. And one of my students said she was going to have, chirashi sushi. Chirashi sushi. At first I thought she said chirasu, and I hate chirasu. Ugh, so gross. But, so I was thinking so I looked it up and I was like, oh, that, never mind. So I would say if we're looking at this as, in English, I would say this is a deconstructed sushi bowl. So deconstructed, so construct is to build, right? So when you think about sushi, right, you have the rice and you put the fish, right? So you have the rice and you put the fish. That is constructed sushi. So if you have this, but it's in the bowl and here's the rice and here's the sushi on top, it's deconstructed, and it's because it's in a bowl, it's a deconstructed sushi bowl. Okay? Oh, so Mayumi's in Fukushima. So, okay, yes. So, okay, bye Mayumi. Thank you for coming. You can check it out on YouTube later, okay? So her internet connection is bad because she's supporting her son in Fukushima. So yes, I hope he does well in baseball. Go, go. So yes. Baseball's very important for their family. Let's see. So yeah, deconstructed sushi bowl. So now I'm going to brag a little bit because my husband is a super good cook and I love his cooking. So my husband, oh, actually, I don't think I've mentioned before, but my husband's name is Nate, and he is a great cook. And we eat taco rice pretty frequently, and I'm usually so excited to eat it that I forget to take a picture for you guys. So I finally remembered to take a picture, so I'll share that with you now. So good. Oh my God. So good. Yeah, I don't know if you can see near the bottom, it's, usually he makes it with, minced beef and pork. Hey. He usually makes with minced beef and pork, mixed together. But this time he used chicken, and it was super good. It was a little bit difficult to make for him. Well, not difficult, just a little time consuming. So, it was really good. So you can see here, we like to layer and layer and layer, and it's really amazing. This is basically... It's kind of like Mexican cheetah sushi. Mexican cheetah sushi. Because first we have, we do not make taco rice like Japanese make taco rice. We make it more Mexican because it's so delicious, and we love Mexican flavors. It's not spicy. My husband's is spicy because he puts jalapenos on, but I don't like jalapenos, so, So it's, super good. First, we have a layer of, so his is bigger than mine, but mine is a little bit more basic, kind of. We have a layer of Spanish rice, and I'll give you the recipe for Spanish rice in just a minute. So we have a layer of Spanish rice, then I put some cheese, then I put the meat, and the meat is mixed with kidney beans, red kidney beans. So that kind of stretches the meat. So it doesn't really make them, it's not like toro, but it makes it feel like there's more meat because it's, it's just really good. So after the cheese, and then the meat, then I put, sometimes we get from Caldi, we get like a nacho cheese dip. So I'll heat it up and I'll put a little nacho cheese dip on that. Then it's time for the cold ingredients. So the cold is the shredded cabbage. And I always put lots of shredded cabbage because it makes such a lovely, a lovely texture. And, then after that, I put the red stuff that you see there. It's taco sauce. So I use mild taco sauce. It's really delicious. Then, so it's a little strange. So I don't eat jalapenos because they're too spicy, but I love jalapeno juice. So I take a little spoon and I put jalapeno juice over it. It doesn't add a lot of spice, so it doesn't add a lot of heat, but it does add a really nice flavor. It's so delicious. Then finally, I put sour cream. Oh, so good. Maybe we'll eat taco rice this weekend. So yummy. I love it. It's so good. But yeah, this was my taco rice. It was so good. And yeah, if you want this is pretty authentic, I think. It's going to be as close to authentic as you can get in Japan without actually going to California or if you're going to Mexico. So yeah, it's fantastic. So good. Let's see. Okay, so Nate's Spanish rice recipe. First, what we do is, so it's just we just do steamed rice, just like normal, but then he puts some extra ingredients in there to make it really delicious. So the first thing he puts in is cumin, and Japanese will call cumin, but we say cumin. And the next slide is gonna talk a little bit more about that. So he puts a little bit of cumin, some garlic, and tomato paste. Just put it in before you start the rice. It comes out beautifully, very delicious. So very simple Spanish rice. You don't have to put anything else in. Okay, so this is our final slide for today. So words that start with the letters C and U. So we have two different pronunciations here. So we have Q and we have K. So Q and K. Two very different pronunciations for CU. So Q is things like cute, cube, cumin, but K is like cut or culture. K, cut, culture. Q, cute, Q, cube. So and it honestly it sounds like the letter Q. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. Yes. Thank you so much for coming today. I really had a lot of fun with you guys, and I hope you had fun too. Of course, if you have any questions, please leave comments in here, or if you are watching later on YouTube, if you're watching on IGTV, you can put your questions in here as well, or send me a direct message. If you are watching on YouTube, you can leave comments down. I think you can make comments now. So I turned off if it's supposed to be for kids or something. I'm not teaching a kid's lesson. This is kind of free talk for adults, but it's not like sex stuff or something. So I'm not talking about sex. So it's not like, hey, let's sing. It's not like that. So it's a little bit more for grown-ups. So yeah, so leave comments down, or you can always send me an email at info, that's INFO, at amy'senglishLab.com. Always here for you guys. I love likes. I love feedback. I love anything. Just, I am dying to help people. So I want to help you. Okay. So please reach out. I'm here for you. And yeah, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.